Welcome to Brenda's Boring Vlog. Today I washed my brushes, so I can't apply my eyeshadow with them because they're still wet and drying, so I'm going to use my fingers, and I thought it'd be a great time to show you how to do that. I'm going to be using both my Shany palette and my Morphie palette, and I'll let you know what colors I use as I go through. I think that I'm going to go for a lot of greens on here. That won't contrast with the red I'm wearing so well, and who knows, that's where I'm going to start. We'll see where we actually end. Now, the problem with this, with having palettes that have so many colors, is I forget what color I'm using. So I've got a little piece of paper over here that's pointing at the color I'm using at the moment. Short-term memories, you know. The brush, I often pat the color on, and I see no reason to discontinue that. And this way I can also find out where it's not taking. So for this, I'm bringing that lovely shade of green all the way up to my eyebrow, because I'm going to be doing other things with it in between that will help it to blend in to the rest of my look. Which overall the look is the girl next door. I'm already wearing my foundation and blush. No highlighter. No contouring. Like I said, the girl next door, keep it simple. So now I need to dress this up a bit. I still like to do something deeper in the creases there to give my eyes depth. Now for that, I'm going to switch to the darkest green that the Shany palette has. Let's see what it comes with, or what comes of it. Bad. It's not an insult. Still, every time I do this, I find the transformation of depth, or the appearance of depth, absolutely amazing. You'll notice that I am patting this on very lightly and in small layers, because my blending brush is also drying, and I'm not going to have that to do the swirls for me. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a highlight up there now without using a highlighter. This is actually a yellow-green color that's on my Shany palette. This helps my brow bone stand out just a little bit more, enhancing the depth that my quote-unquote contour is doing. Now, since the color is very, very light down here on the bottom, I'm going to have to find some way of putting something right down there. Let's see if I can't get some more of that color. Well, I've succeeded in getting the color to come all the way down to my lash line, which is fantastic. Made that light color I put on in the first place almost moot. So I'm going to fill in a couple cracks up there. And get something very light right on the very top. They are the greens and the green blues that I'm playing with. Shany's colors are wonderful for a nice gentle look, like I said, the girl next door look. I can keep applying layers and layers of them in order to get more intense effect, but the pigmentation is nice and light. It's harder to make a mistake with it. I really recommend this for young girls in high school, and for everybody who just wants a nice light everyday look with a great selection of colors. Morphie is heavily pigmented. By using my fingertips, it really, really pops. So I'm going to take some gold. The actual color is called Private Party in the Morphie palette. Looks a lot like gold. And that's just going over the bulge of my eyelid, just to bring out that depth I'm seeking. And this, my friends, is my look. No blending brush needed because I used a nice gentle palette of shades and a very gentle hand, and I have very colorful fingers now. I want to continue to see how far my adventures can take me with only my fingers. I might advise next time doing this to have a makeup wipe or at least a damp towel, because I have so many layers on my fingertips right now, who knows what's going to happen next. I thought I'd attempt this thing called a cut crease. I haven't heard of it until just now. I have no clue how to do it. I've been told I am to blot out everything I've just done on one half of my eyelid. And let that set. I'm going to use the reddest I have in my Morphie palette and pat this on as a base. Just my fingers.
And don't blend it.
The dramatic difference between each of my eyelids. That one folds considerably more. I think it's a two-handed application. It's not fabulous by any means, but you know. I pulled out my Surreal Makeup, and this is called Torch. So for some real eye-popping effect, let's see how this works. Ooh la la.
That's pretty.
Yeah?
Fun.
Well, we certainly can't let the other side be kind of a relatively dull green. Well, let's play with my other Surreal, which is called Meteor. This is one of the duochrome she created. This is so cool. It changes blues to greens depending on how the light hits it. It is amazing. A little bit of fallout on my under eye. I'm going to see if I have any space to correct some of that. That's a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me in my brushless eyeshadow application using Morphie, Shany, and Surreal Makeup products. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. I'll see you next week.